In this course, we're going to be looking at how to make sure you've got a job designed well. Before you even think about going out to market and looking for candidates to do a job, you need to be really clear on what the job is. First, we need to have a really clear view on what do we need done and how do we need it done. So in this particular course, we'll be looking at how do we articulate the primary objective of the role, how do we identify key areas of accountability, and ultimately what we want to do is get to a point where we've got a documented position description. Throughout, I want you to be thinking about a job that you want to design. So think of a real life example that you can use throughout each of the exercises. As we're working through this course, I'm going to encourage you to think about some key job design principles. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to think about is what is the range of complexity and skill required? Then I also want you to think about the capability and accountability alignment. And then the next thing I want you to be thinking about is what is the span of control and the level of demand? Then what we want to think about is job satisfaction. Critically, we need to make sure ultimately that people are healthy and safe within the job. Each of these design principles is key. Now what I'm going to do is help you to understand in a bit more detail each of these areas of a job. So what are the core elements of the job that we need to be thinking through?